Hello, what is up, family? It is J-Wro here on the J-Wro Show from JasonWrobel.com. That's Jason, W-R-O-B as in baby, E-L.com. Now, how many of you love falafel? Yes, you know falafel, the fried little chickpea patties. Maybe you're on the way home from a concert and there's a guy on the street with a truck and you say, I really want some falafel right now. So you get it in the little wrap with the tahini dressing and the cucumbers and tomatoes and the sauce. It's really good. But what if you want a healthy version of falafel? Huh? What are you gonna do? You gotta make it yourself, right? And if you don't have a deep fryer at home, because, I mean, other than Paula Deen, who has a deep fryer at home? I don't know. I don't have a deep fryer at home. So today we're gonna be doing a healthy version of falafel. We're gonna be doing a quinoa falafel with a fresh, raw avocado tahini dressing. Ooh, it's so good. You're gonna feel like you be blessing. Yeah, I'm gonna take you to church, J-Wro's church. So let's make some avocado tahini dressing to start, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to rock the falafels. Let's do this. Now, to make your avocado tahini dressing, you need a blender. You don't have to have a high-speed blender, but when you have really thick ingredients that emulsify quickly, like avocado or tahini, a high-speed blender does help the cause. Let's add our liquid ingredients first, starting with a half cup of filtered water. Then we're gonna add a little bit of tang with some fresh squeezed lime juice. Then we add the avocado. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of fresh minced cilantro. And then we have our tahini, a 1/4 cup. "30 seconds later, you got creamy, dreamy, steamy avocado tahini dressing. Now, we gotta crush up some chickpeas. So let's take these guys over to the food processor, and we're gonna probably get these into like a mealy consistency. Just break these down enough until there's no more big chunks of garbanzos left. So again, take your spatula, and you just wanna take your garbanzo mixture and add it to a medium to large mixing bowl. Now we're gonna take 1 large onion that we've diced and 1 clove of garlic, and we're gonna brown it a little bit over on our skillet for the mixture. So I like to use a little bit of coconut oil here. You only need about a teaspoon or 2, and turn on your skillet over a medium flame. Let's add our 1 chopped onion and our garlic to our skillet. Now you wanna sweat these guys for about 3 to 5 minutes until they're nicely translucent and a little bit golden brown. So let's go and take them and add them to our garbanzo mixture. In the back of my head, I was like, what rhymes with falafel? Krafoffel? Berschnoffel? Those aren't even words. Waffle. What if I invent falafel waffles? You guys would totally dig that, right? Falafel waffles? Let's do this. So the onions and the garbanzos are playing nicely in a mixing bowl. And I got falafel waffles on the mind, but we gotta get through quinoa falafel first before we even get to waffles. So let's move on. Speaking of the quinoa in our falafel, we have a 1/3 cup of cooked white quinoa. Now, if you guys really wanna like get crazy with this falafel, you could do red quinoa, you could do black quinoa. I'm keeping it safe. I'm keeping it okay for the neighbors who might wanna try the recipe and not get freaked out by your red quinoa. So we're doing a 1/3 cup of white quinoa, right to the mixing bowl. Then we're gonna do a nice healthy pinch of our Himalayan crystal salt, about 2 pinches, so a 1/4 teaspoon or so. Then we're gonna do a full tablespoon-ish of our ground cumin or cumin. Now, next you can add some fresh ground black pepper, but for some reason I don't have any ground black pepper up in this piece. So we're gonna funk it up with a little bit of chipotle lime shake. So now we've gotta have a binder, and instead of using eggs, we're gonna be using a product called veg, which acts as a 1-to-1 substitute instead of an egg in your recipe. Now, if you guys can't find the veg or you don't like the eggy smell that it lends, you can also try Beyond Eggs or Energy Egg Replacer. So I generally find that adding 2 teaspoons of the veg equals about 2 eggs, but feel free to play with it. Okay, so now that our mixture is looking nice and thick, it's ready to form our quinoa falafel. Now what I like to do is kind of, get ball in here, get a little quinoa ball formed in your hand. Kind of like this action right there. So as you're forming it, you want to just take the palm of your hand and press a little bit right there. And this is going to yield about 12 to 14, depending on how big or how small you make your quinoa falafels. So let's take our cutting board full of quinoa falafel and head over to our stove and cook these babies. Now you want to add a generous amount of coconut oil or grapeseed oil or even avocado oil, because those are all high smoke point oils, which means they stay healthy at a high cooking temperature. So I'd like to add about 3 to 4 tablespoons to our skillet. And then we're going to gently grill each falafel until they're golden brown on each side. Happy falafel. That's what we got going on here. Happy falafel. Okay, so our quinoa falafel are nice and golden brown. And what I like to do is top it with a little bit of our avocado tahini sauce. Throw a little bit of fresh cilantro on top. Then we're gonna do a little sprinkle of hemp seeds, and then a little dash of chipotle lime shake. Now we gotta try these babies. You have the heartiness and the crunchiness of the falafel, the creaminess of the avocado tahini dressing, the spiciness of that chipotle lime. This is really delicious and a lot healthier for you than that late night falafel stand that you run into after the concert. Seriously, this is delicious and hearty. And I want to know, guys, if you dug this recipe, give me a fat thumbs up on this video and leave a comment below. What's your favorite Middle Eastern cuisine? Is it fattoush? Is it kebabs? Is it falafel? You let me know and I'll try and do a version here on the J-Wro Show for you guys. All right, y'all, so this is J-Wro on another episode of the J-Wro Show doing quinoa falafel with avocado tahini sauce. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to check me out on all the social media networks. I'm all over Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, etc. And I'm also part of the Sunwarrior tribe. So be sure to check out the most amazing vegan protein and activated superfood supplements on earth with sunwarrior.com. And I'm gonna get on out of here, you guys. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to Sunwarrior's channel, do so. It's Sunwarrior Tribe. And also check out mine, The J-Wro Show, which is Jason Wrobel TV. All right, guys, I'm gonna go and set up my own falafel stand, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. See you soon.